Tinubu received badly damaged country from Buhari, nothing will change in 4 years. Akinyemi says, oh boy. So the question is, if Tinubu received badly damaged country from Buhari, who damaged the country? Buhari. Who brought Buhari? It's not the same Tinubu. Tinubu has even claimed responsibility and claimed the glory of bringing Buhari and promised to continue from where Buhari stopped. So why are we defending it now? Now are we putting the blame on Buhari now, when it is all APC agenda the way I see it? Yeah. So if he received badly damaged country from Buhari, so should it be damaged further? Okay, why not leave it the way it is? Because right now, what APC is doing under Tinubu is, collapsing the country further. And that is producing or putting untold hardship on the citizens of Nigeria. Are we going to continue like this? And how long are we going to continue like this? I don't understand. So Dr. Bolaji O. Akinyemi, convener, Apostolic Roundtable, and a public affairs analyst in this interview, speaks about the state of the nation. Okay, the presidential election petitions at the Supreme Court, and among other things. Joy and Nebogo brings the excerpts. That is it. And the question is, how do you see Tinubu's recent tribunal victory over Atiku Abubakar and Peter Obi? Okay, now he said, go to court. The now infamous rhetoric emanated from him. It was actually quoting his reaction to the displeasure of the world over the shameless jamboree of our election. Since by our constitution, judiciary is the hope and thus commonly referred to as the last hope of the common man. Unfortunately, it isn't in this instance. We must, however, accept that this has robbed the renewed hope mantra of its hope. Take it or leave it, the pronouncement of subsidy removal by this government from its very first moment at the Ego Square is suggestive of a government divorced from the people. The days ahead will tell, good or bad, whether or not a mandate was gotten or snatched. I can see where this guy is coming from. Okay? I can see where this Dr. Akinyemi is coming from. All right. So they now ask him a second question. Do you see any foul play among the different stakeholders as regards the tribunal ruling on the presidential election? And he went further to answer, there is no smoke without fire. The presidential election petition tribunal smoked its screen. It was cloudy. Anyone who saw clearly must have belonged to the side watching from the other side. Jackson Ude raised an allegation that Justice Mary Odili was running judiciary errands for Bola Tinubu. Now, she came public to deny the same in August. By September, a few days after the pronouncement, she was the guest at the colloquium delivering a paper with the content of Ude's claim, complicated by acknowledging Olanipekun and Fagbemi as some of the most brilliant minds on the topic slated for discussion, which unfortunately is a matter before the tribunal on which pronouncement was being expected. The two led Tinubu's defense. Is that not suggesting that the query and the pronouncement was written on Tinubu's team letterhead by the public? It's not out of place. Okay? Civility shouldn't allow us to be speculative or prejudicial in such matters, but our reality is that of a buried trust. Have you forgotten Senator Bukachuwa's confession of his errands to his wife with respect to election matters heard by appeal court? Not be smart, that Bukachuwa's case now, how everybody has forgotten it now. And someone say, would you say that Supreme Court may come up with a different ruling bearing in mind the long presentations by the tribunal judgment? And he said, I don't know where that thought is coming from. The most powerful president in the world is that of a Federal Republic of Nigeria. You are expecting the Supreme Court to remove the man to whom the Chief Justice of Nigeria administered the oath of office. It has never happened in the history of this country, and I dare to say it will not happen. Our cat as a nation is before our horses on this, and I am not expecting any movement. Legislatively speaking, there is work for us to do. But unfortunately, we have elected representatives and senators who are prepared for the pay, but not for the work. Sadly, the idea of concluding an election petition before the swearing in will not become our reality before 2027. Of course, Nigeria is not ready to conclude any election tribunal challenge before swearing in the proposed winners. That is the truth. That is the truth. It's not going to happen. Okay? And again, they ask him, would you say the ruling of Progressive Congress APC government under Tinubu has made a significant positive impact among Nigerians in its first 100 days in office? A big question. And he said, this question is needful, but you know the answer. Please, let's wait. Bola Ahmed Tinubu-led APC received a badly damaged country from Buhari-led APC. He needs time. Nothing will change in 4 years. If you don't mind, the campaign for Bola Tinubu's second term has started from me. He needs our understanding. We should be suffering and smiling. This price we must pay for 8 years for our hope to be renewed. You see, Dave Umahi is the best minister of works we may ever have. He traveled from Abuja to Benin, spending 14 hours only to know how bad the road is, so it can be fixed. He obviously will need the first 365 days of this government to know how bad our roads are before planning what to do in the second year. Meeting with contractors in the third, and in the fourth year, contractors will report to site. Hey, see the schedule. So we can use the huge construction site. The country will become to campaign and win the second term election for APC. If you are doubting me, study our trajectory with the blue rail. How many elections we have used that to win? The rumor of 4th mainland bridge to Ikorodu has kept the electorate in Lagos State enslaved for how many years? But is it our fault? The opposition in the state since 1999 are the laziest set of people intellectually that I have ever seen. They are not funding governance, impact assessment research. They have been in opposition at the federal since 2015. How they been involved in any critically structured government? Okay, have they been involved in any critically structured governance impact assessment since then? No. So these are the questions they ask this man, Dr. Akiyemi Bolaji O. And these are his responses to those questions. Now, there are a few comments. Somebody said, yes, Buhari government said he inherited bad government from PDP. For good 8 years, it was setback. Mr. Tinubu from the same Buhari party now said he inherited bad government. Means Buhari government failed woefully. So it will take us another 8 years again. And if you guys are fools, some are not fools. That is it. We pray Tinubu repair Buhari damages for where he can't do anything. Or that there are people who can change it, but Tinubu thinks he can change it. He did not read economics. It is not a miracle matter. Nonsense and braggacio. Not a small thing. BAT will change everything. All is set for the new Nigeria. All we need is to be patient and criticize wisely. Okay, Tinubu was, and I still part of Buhari's government. Can you imagine? These useless people have started again. I tell you, timing brought Buhari. Yeah, timing brought Buhari actually. Because when Buhari came in, the economy was also terribly very bad. And Nigerians were actually looking for a way out. Okay? So that is what Dr. Akiyemi is saying. It's going to take this APC government 4 years to know how bad things are and plan. Then the next 4 years is when they will start working. If I see that is exactly what Kiyemi is saying. It will take Tinubu government 4 years to know how bad the nation is, and then they will use the next 4 years of second term to start fixing things. That is exactly what I summarized from what Akiyemi is saying. So thank you for listening. Let's have your comments.